Hey everybody, how's it going? Oops, sorry about that. A little bit of weird arrangement right now because I am going to be playing PowerWash Simulator, which needs full access. Well, not really full access to the keyboard, but pretty good access to the keyboard here. So they've put out the newest update, 0.9. Should be the last major update before we hit 1.0 later this year, which means it should be fully out, I assume, by the fall. They've definitely been doing a lot of work on this game, so I'm been playing around with it a little bit to test out some of the new stuff they've done, and there's a lot of cool stuff here. If you sorry about that, just need to get my drink ready here. But yeah, the big stuff they've done, they have added these uh, new maps, the gnome fountain, the mini golf course, and the steam locomotive that are the first additions to the specials section since launch around there. This was the only one that's been here for quite a while, the Mars rover. And that's a fun little thing, especially has a little story of its own. As you know, you kind of see a little evidence that, oh, there's maybe some Martians, at least on that map. Uh, but yeah, like, there's nothing new added to the career mode, so that stuff is kind of done for the time being here with the stunt plane, the statue, and that stuff. I think these four were the last ones to uh, be added to that. So we'll kind of jump in here. I already got the map launch, and you can see this is weird. So this is the way that Power Wash normally is played. You kind of move around, you aim, shake the camera around. Probably a little bit disorienting for people watching. But now you can hit C, and you kind of plant yourself to aim freely and clean up the stuff you need to. I kind of would actually like this is very kind of first person shootery kind of thing, though. Those just stay like this, and you just move around and shoot. But you can go the edges. I don't think there's too much in the way of options. I would like options to test that a bit, but I don't think there are much for that here. Yeah, there's nothing here. I can go to controls. Controls is just about remapping stuff, so there's nothing uh, too much on that. I think they mess with some audio stuff, so if you launch the game sometime, your first time, it might be quiet at times, that kind of thing. So, there you go. Yeah, they also changed, like, this is a new option, to stand select, so that you can hold to your switches. I'll just show you. There's control, so I can back and forth between the stand up and crouch, but I have to hold to go down to the prone position. You can just have it cycle, and I've been trying that out, and it's not quite working out so great, but you know. So yeah, this is Gnome Fountain, probably the biggest map that's been added here. Yeah, I really like a way to kind of change the box for where stuff goes to turn on this. But I've been doing work on this. I got about 44% completed, as you can see here. I've been kind of going around cleaning up all this outer wall here, as well as these different gnome statues, as sort of a love letter to all the gnomes that they borked for a bit. They were kind of a physics item that you could knock around, and that's like at some points it could break the map, break maps they were on. So they removed them for a bit before they fixed them for good, hopefully. I believe the last update ladders are made so they're easier to climb and not just kind of walk up at like an angle for some reason and just kind of walk yourself off. But yeah, this is the big one. You hit C, kind of lock it in the middle or be able to freely, which I've been kind of enjoying, just going around and going, you know, doing that stuff there. as I work my way in here. We won't finish this, I don't believe, because it's just a lot here to work with. Yeah, another new thing they did is your first time playing it, it'll pop up little control things here to remind you what the controls are for things, because that's maybe been one of its issues. Is it kind of shows you the controls, and if you don't uh, just go back and look at the options, go like, hey, what is, how do I do this thing? How do I change things here? And you might miss that and never realize that you're missing it. You might have accidentally activated it once. uh, I believe there are a couple of bigger streamers that were not realizing that and having issues. I believe they poked fun at them a little bit before implementing a better sort of control toggle controls like tutorial kind of thing here. These aren't going to get finished until I go inside the raised pool. For now, I think we'll be okay, kind of working our way through this. And yeah, these were all maps I believe they had voted for in the Discord that you can find mention in a couple of places, especially on, I pulled up here, the menu. There you go. Discord community. It's a pretty good community from what I've seen. I don't visit it that often, but when they had the voting, I definitely checked in. They had little tournaments of sorts for different maps ideas, and so these were the three that won. I wonder if they added more challenge stuff. I don't think so. Yeah, just the same back garden, which they've gone back and redone how the dirt and grime look, since they have evolved that over the course of development on this game. Yeah, this update coincides when the game first launched last year, May 19th, 2021, into early access at least. It's been one of the best ones I've seen in that category of developments, in terms of being very good from the start and kind of just getting better and making a lot of the right moves and adding a lot of fun maps and all this kind of stuff. I'm gonna guess they're probably not gonna remix the map order as far as story is concerned. There are definitely some maps that definitely have some story things. There's one of these. I don't think these maps add much to any of the story, but they do have some little bits here. Lost Cat Ulysses, the mayor's lost cat. Of course, they only have a six number phone number there. It got some very fluffy. I think these are new. I don't think they had any litter boxes like that. There's also this little newspaper here saying Bigfoot strikes again, so I wonder if that's a hint at a thing going on later. So this is one of the physics objects in the game. You kind of knock it around, though this one, yeah, acts weird. Like, I get too close, after it's knocked off its thing, it goes somewhere you can kind of see. Maybe it's completely gone at this point. I don't know. But yeah, what's been going on for me? I've been busy with working more this week than I have for a while, so that's been a little bit rough on just being tired and all that. So I'm working through that. Next week will be a little bit better on that. So we got the raised pool wall done. Now I gotta go for the cap there. But yeah, I did get one cool thing. Not sure how well this is going to show, but really closer. It's the Lego Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West tall neck set. Kind of see it there a little bit. Uh, I just got this the other day. I ordered it off of the Lego website. The night it went live, and then didn't realize I never ordered a Lego set. This is my uh, first set I ordered as an adult, as my for myself. I've never bought any before. I've been tempted at times, but with my tax refund check, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get one of these, and that one got announced in February. The Horizon Forbidden West tall neck thing that I'm excited to build. I'm off this weekend, so that's one of my projects for this weekend, especially for fun things to do. So I think this is all the same thing. Kind of one of the biggest objects in this map that you have to clean here. I should be using this. Probably have to get under the lip there to get it fully clean. Yeah, I think they've redone the wet effects there a little bit, so this thing might also be shiny. So that might be making it look better than it's actually looks. Alright, we're almost done. Where are we missing stuff? There we go. Let's get under here. Alright, almost done, almost done. Right there we go. There's a couple bits on top. I bet there's... Let's see, that's the inner wall, that's the cap, okay. Might be in here, yeah. All that right there, yeah. That makes it a lot easier. Yeah, look at that, that looks real nice and shiny and all that. I should get this done here. Yeah, I figured. Little lip thing right there. Not too bad. But yeah, this probably makes it a lot more easy to show off in a video instead of having it shake all the time as I'm doing stuff. And even if I'm doing slower, I tend to go like ha, 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 versus I can just do this. Things will work out a lot better. But yeah, we'll work on this one for a bit. Probably not put too much time into this because this is, I believe, the biggest of the three. So yeah, as you see, we started at 44%, and we're only at 48%. Probably get to 50 here by the end of this. But yeah, the specials here, when you start them, they tell you like, oh, you only have access to, this power washer instead of having the others. I have these different extensions. I could probably go for the short one. And these nozzles, as well as cleaner. I have some of the cosmetic stuff. Dirt Hunter. Oh, it's like a... Yeah, outfit I don't have too much here. Like a red outfit, though you can't really see it too much. Just the gloves mainly and the thing itself here. That's why I kind of wish there was an option I could move this thing, put it maybe in the middle, Doom style, or move it in some way so that it doesn't take up so much physical real estate. If you think about it, the way that this is being held in your view is like right up here against your face, essentially. It's like, I don't think you're necessarily holding a power washer nozzle that way. Unless you're weird, which is perfectly fine. Also, I don't have a power washer because I don't own a home or anything, so, far be it for me to tell people how to use their power washers. Alright, now it's time to get this cap here. There we go. And yeah, they definitely mentioned before this this whole thing released that if you got any in progress missions, you should complete them because they will, I think, autocomplete to 100%. Like, you might get your money for it, but I'm not 100% sure. I finished everything pretty quickly after I started the last updates. I generally burn through this stuff, not necessarily like doing huge sessions, but what I will do is maybe what I've been doing today is once I got home from work, I was watching Stranger Things. I wanted to rewatch that for the new season that starts here next Friday, so I can watch that. So that was one of the things I did, and I'd watch that and do some other stuff, internet stuff or whatever. And you're like, all right, let me go hop in and play a little bit more. And I came back and I finished up. I think finished up the Outer Walls last night. I was working on all of these inner parts, which this whole from this bit to that bit over there is all one slab for the completion here. Okay, we hit 50%, so that's good. I think we'll try and finish this one too, and then we'll go. But yeah, this map has interesting design to it because they basically designed it so that you did not have to use the ladder. Ladder is over there on the ground somewhere. That for the people that like to just try to platform around, you can kind of figure your way around here and jump up. Not doing a great job of showing that off, but I believe that's a core part of this map here. It's like, hey, there we go. See? You can platform up here. Oh! Alright, time to stop screwing around because I want to actually finish some stuff. But yeah, the way I play this game is I kind of jump in, and unless it's a small, quick map, I kind of start figuring out how to divide and conquer the map. And look at it and be like, all right, this is like, I'll work my way from outside the outer wall to the inside and up here. Because then once I finish that, it'll be a pretty good place to be to finish this map. And others I might be like, all right, what's the interesting part of this map? What's something I can do maybe to get some quicker completions versus some other stuff, especially if like I've been generally is like working towards some sort of purchases. So I'm gonna see. I don't know if they've added anything new, so I have all the washers. Like I have all the equipment. Let's see. Owned. Yep, I have that. I have way too many of these. purchase, so they don't show you here how many you have. Because at a certain point, I had more money than I needed, so I went and just bought a bunch of this. Did not need it because I barely use that stuff. The clothing is an area where I don't have all that much. It's probably where I would spend stuff on. Cosmetics. I'm using the Urban X U2, I think. So I think that's what I'm using here. Yep. So why don't I go buy that? I think the UI stuff I have here is a little loud, mainly because I've not sat here and tested, like, okay, what? So I want the ding to be loud, but I don't necessarily know. Is the ding UI? Is that all cha-ching UI? I kind of wish they had different bits for that. I have the ambiance set pretty high because it's not very loud either way. All right, is that other one cleaned? No, it doesn't look like it. Figure out. There we go. Now I was trying to see because you can't walk down any of these paths, just in case you're wondering. You're all locked in basically within the confines of this outer ring of bushes and stuff like that. So not much to explore, but I was looking around trying to figure out, is this set in near one of the areas that the other maps are in? Because they like to find some way of tying this stuff to the maps together, or at least for the career mode stuff. Because yeah, in the career mode, every time you complete, I think 20%, you get little text messages that are sort of the story bits, and you can go look at them and see, like, oh, there's. Let's see here, career mode. I'll go for one of the later ones here and go look at the messages and see, like, see what they don't necessarily tell you who's talking here, but yeah, this in here, this one doesn't have too much to do with the other stuff. Yeah, it's the washroom, which is kind of one of the worst maps. Yeah, treehouse here. This one missing, like, sometimes called Bigfoot because they want Bigfoot, kind of like a bear's what? The other one's small like a cat's. I found track evidence of this myself. This one's weird, but I think that's what the Bigfoot thing is related to, or the Bigfoot newspaper. Alright, so let's get to clean this out. But yeah, the story has gone to some interesting places as of where the last update. So there's the whole thing with the. That's right, is the volcano. Okay, there's the city. Generic city backdrops. The volcano is a big part of the story. There's a volcano near the town. I don't know what sort of part of. This is generally a US based game. As far as the locales and all that. Obviously, the Mars map is not set on the US, but everything else generally is. You could argue some of the, like, the statue is maybe somewhere else, but they generally have this place marked out as kind of a town full of secrets of sorts, and I guess part of that is the way they can have like a desert area that has a statue here, like this. And this has story stuff to it that I'm not going to read through. Yeah, Taken back by the statue itself, let alone that beam of light that it fired at the volcano. So let's discover about these people, like who on earth were they? All looks pretty fishy, wishy. And this weird statue that seemed to have some sort of effect on this volcano that looked like it was going to erupt at some point. And I'm thinking something else has to be going on there. The last map there, that plane. Where's it at? There's the sun plane. Is for a Christmas movie, but also there's talk here of Especially I thought it was gone for sure, but no, the volcano just instantly calmed. Starting to gurgle in now, but whatever it was should hopefully buy us some time to get everyone out of Muckingham, at least. Then they talk about being the client being some of the most important secretive people in the world coming in and out of here, this local airfield. So whatever it is that you see is not to be discussed in a human. Is that clear? JJ the 14th is the mayor. So there's like all this like secretive society stuff, billionaire, whatever that's going on here is like also playing a role in it. So yeah, that's all things. So yeah, I assume that stuff will get cleared up in the uh, whatever the last career mode stuff they had for this game. That'll be fun to see. So I've done enough of the Gnome Fountain. I want to start some of these other maps. Yeah, the Malka I2 deserts. I don't know if they mentioned where these. Okay, what's that? Okay, that's where that was. So that's set around there. Recreation ground. Yeah, there's a festival here that you kind of cleaning up a bunch of stuff there. Oh, is this the like private airport? Okay, that's not where this was. I was gonna say that looks like where that would be as our home garage where we done stuff at. All the story stuff here. Fire station, the national park. A couple local places here. And if you clean up this house, and there are like weird markings on it, you're like, oh, what's all this? As aliens? It's like, not really. That's the national park as well. Is the treehouse the national park? Yeah, that's right. That's out there too. Okay, okay. Oh, I wanted to go. Locomotive seems like the smallest, so all right, we get the Pro, which I forget. Is that the biggest one? Yeah, it is the biggest one. Okay, well, we'll get to use. Ah, jeez, I keep. There we go. Let's start that job. And here's all your controls, sort of based around the left hand side of the keyboard, so they don't really expect you to do too much. There's controller support. I've not done that. Ooh, what's this? Dune rocket. This exhibit was placed here in memory of Mayor Jeff Jefferson X. I'm going to take a screenshot of this because I want to capture this lore here. So it's Jeff Jefferson X. The 14th was the one that was mentioned before, so this family has been the mayor of this area for a long time. Thus finally settled, the mayor was nowhere to be found. He had ridden out of town on a rail and into the sunset, never to return again. Souvenirs. Oop. Look what I see. Also, Bigfoot. I see you, buddy. Oh, it's really. There we go. There's a floppy thing here. This isn't. I guess it is plugged in, but it's not. I think it's something I can turn on. Yeah, there's a thing I could do. It'd be here. What else? Trough. I kind of want to see what else is around here. So presumably this is somewhere near where that statue was. Just knock that over. No water in this one. There's some in this. It's kind of nothing water. Ooh, okay. I can mess around with this. Yeah. Luckily, this is pristine, but this, not so much. Sand. I think sand is the first time we've had to deal with that. Okay. Yeah, this I would probably say this is the thing I'll do last. Kind of work on the uh, this thing. Yeah, since we got it, let's go short extension, I guess. What looks do I have? Ooh, there we go. Nice little carbon look. And the statue would be out here somewhere. The volcano is visible from the statue area as well. So I don't know if that is somewhere nearby. Just cowcatcher. There we go. Some more of that. Okay. So let's see. Might as well get this out here. There we go. Yeah, let me. Yeah, this has a lot more audio stuff going on. Okay. I think we got the audio good there. Yeah, the last place was just quiet. This one seems to have a lot more noise going on. So this is all the truck, which means stuff underneath. It's hard to access. All right. There we go. Let's see. Up on the side here, all this. Just get up here. Yep, there we go. On that side. There we go. Yeah, this is the Pro Washer, so it does a great job of cutting through the grime and all that. As you can see, our percentage is going up fast. Not a huge surprise there. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. There we go. Yeah, there's not going to be anything under this because it's. I don't think this is designed for you to get under here. I could be wrong. No. You see, it's just kind of a weird nebulous shiny. Right, these things have their own bars. But yeah, I've been watching the Stranger Things, getting ready for season 4 because I haven't watched anything since the third season ended. I watched the third season, really enjoyed it. Interesting stuff going on. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. Got those done. This got a little bit of grime on it. Skirting. There we go. So that one's done. I think this one's done. Alright, back to these wheel things. Wheel trucks. There we go. And you can also get this back part of the skirt too. Alright. Alright, got that. Yep. Got this on top here, but yeah. Stranger Things, I'm in, I think, episode 5, so things are chugging along pretty well. That first season is especially really good at dealing with its mysteries and the way you have these kind of 3 different groups of people uh, figuring things out independently of each other through different means, but all still kind of piecing things together inadvertently, not realizing everybody else is kind of going after the same thing. And all right, we got, there we go. All right, so this is largely done. All right, this is going to be a fun bit here. All right. There we go. It's probably, yeah, stuff there. Is it stuff on this side? Okay. I didn't realize it could be underneath here, but makes sense. Alright, what's a little bit in there? There's a little bit here, but not much. There we go. Alright. Yeah, this is the smallest of the 3 maps, so not surprising we're kind of burning through this one here. We're doing on time. Okay, about a good bit of time there. I want to work on this wooden platform. Okay, now that I've kind of gotten what I want there. Yeah, that's kind of what I like a lot about Stranger Things is it's kind of mystery in this first season of what is this whole thing with the monster, what's happened to Will, the nature of what's happened to Will. You know, the boys are trying to figure out where he is and the nature of getting to that. The mom just knows he's alive, doesn't understand much of anything other than figuring out a way to communicate with him and keep her hope on that part of it alive. But then there's the brother, Jonathan, who inadvertently, with his the way he's dealing with things, has come up with a you know evidence of the thing that they're trying to deal with, and Nancy is sort of figured this out as well as because she is dealing with the disappearance of her friend Barb through what seems like similar means. Of course, if Will is alive, potentially Barb is alive, which is sound logic. Though if you watch the show, you know something unfortunate happened for her. Not to spoil things, but there's also season one. There we go. Just making sure I get the stuff here done. Hinge. Oh, that's just part of the door. Okay. All right. There was a bit here that got them all. Okay, it's just it's that side. So I'm assuming. Let's talk about this. There we go. Is this a nod to Back to the Future? Faster than Light Railroad? Of course, the date's not the same, but you know. Makes sense with some of the what's going on, I think. I don't know. Obviously, this isn't designed like it. Okay, this side, let's see. There's some quote unquote rust here, which I saw that. Let's just go down a notch. Alright, there. Probably should go for the turbo nozzle. It'll the little swirl there. Okay. I need to get up here. makes me wonder how much this top part. Yeah, there's the top hatch, but this. Oh, there we go. That's the inner wall. How's that going to help us here? Nice and shiny here. Alright, that's good. Let's see. There we go. There we go. A little more finicky than some of these other bits of the train, but it happens. It's not too bad, though. There we go. Go. Yeah, I think my favorite part of season 1 of Stranger Things is actually the science teacher. I think that's a dude that does a great job in that role of being sort of a great teacher that cares about the kids' sort of curiosity and AV stuff especially, but anything he seems to always be willing to like answer questions, hypotheticals, all that kind of stuff. What am I missing here? There's like a little bit here with the water. It shouldn't be as finicky as it is considering how lean it is on everything else. Have it be these little things. What am I missing? I've pretty much cleaned this solidly. There's a little bit here, I guess. There we go. That was a little funky, but oh well. Time to get work on this stuff. Yeah, there we go. Get some of that dirt there. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. There we go. That's perfect. There we go. Dirt on top of this. There we go. Some more. We're doing time. Oh, we're nearing about an hour or so. Yeah, this skirting. Okay, this all counts, so that's why it's not as close to being done as you would think. So I'll get to work on that here. There we go. It's also skirting there. I think we're good on this bit. I think it's the other side that needs to be taken care of. There we go. This one. It doesn't help that like the natural reflection of the sand is about the same color. Speed. Yep. Yep. Gonna work on some of this lower stuff here. There we go. Alright, good. Dirty. But yeah, now that's I'm doing this through the PC stuff. Let's see. Some of my soundboard stuff I have. I haven't messed with that in a while, so I probably should try and find some more stuff.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
Yep, there you go. Also,
Greetings, and welcome back. You're doing a good job.
thank you, Leonard Nimoy. Yeah, it's got oil on them. Obviously, the best way to clean off oil is water. You just need a more concentrated blast of it. That's the way this game works. All right. All right, this wheel is going to be oh, a big pain in the butts. Not negatively, it's going to be a stickler here for how we should clean this. I'm trying to get the back here, this panel I don't think getting closer really does too much. That's helping out. I guess sometimes that can help. Helps. This is a power washer, the top pro washer, professional duty. Oh man, take a while to cut through this oil. Kind of what I'm trying to do. What I can here. All right, yeah. Oh, just throw that in. Is there more parts? I was wondering if this bit here would be something different, but no. This is though this bit in the back here. It's a little weird. Is that like an eagle cry or something? Is that a falcon or I don't know, my instant thought is like a seagull or something, but I think it's a little bit different. Coupling rod. This goes all the way down here. Okay. I see. What else have I been watching? I've been watching the what is it? The Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie. I watched that. Watched a bunch of it before going into work, and that is a pretty good movie. It's a very silly and ridiculous movie. I think this being a pro one, I probably should turn down the audio a little bit. I already have the water down a little bit. There we go. I just see the audio here being fairly loud for what it is. Alright, coupling rod, what do you got left? There we go. This thing definitely needs some work here from this side. There we go. It's like weird how some of this stuff is super forgiving, but that thing, the was super picky about doing it. All right. Yeah, that movie is pretty fun. If you have Disney Plus, it does make me want to go watch the old show. Never really watched it. I didn't really have Disney Channel as a kid. Uh, for people my age in the 30s, Disney Channel was a very premium channel, like how HBO has been up until the point they got a fairly reasonably priced streaming service. Uh, that was Disney Channel for kids. Israel existed then as well, so it's not like that's a weird. Uh, there's like some difference there, but yeah, Disney Channel was definitely a pay per view kind of ish. It wasn't a pay per view channel. It was a higher tier channel that I'd only get access to when they had like free weekends, preview weekends, and all that kind of stuff. See how we can get this crank rod. Okay, these are two different things. Just being sure, because completion for them is very similar. It's probably because I keep going back and forth. See? This one. Yes. Yep. Yeah, and that's the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie is kind of different from what the trailers seem to suggest. Where I think from the trailers you kind of got the impression that uh, Gadget was the one they were chasing after, the way they frame things, and that's not really it. Like general threat uh, is a bit different. At least the nature of it. Now, if you pay attention to the trailers, the character that seemed like a threat still is. Hold on a sec. But yeah, and the thing that's been trending on Twitter all day is that they do a whole bit where, if you remember the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, that's uh, when they did the first initial trailer and had the very bad Sonic model that they ended up having to change. So yeah, the whole premise of the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie is that like the cartoons are all real, they exist and all that kind of stuff, and you know it especially kind of focuses on the ones whose shows or movies or whatnot kind of came and went, and they didn't keep their fame forever. Like the Chippendale Rescue Rangers kind of thing. So yeah, I forget if it's. I didn't really pay too much attention to who was Chip and who was Dale, but they one of them has just been like running the fan connect convention circuits essentially, and the very beginning of the movie, so it's not a spoiler of really anything that is a surprise, but yeah, the Sonic, it's not the exact model. That's the whole thing. It's a spoof of that, but they still use the name Sonic and all that, so they must have gotten Sega's permission for that, and probably a little money. But yeah, he is hanging out at the convention, being like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be back uh, on the big time here soon enough. You'll see," kind of thing. Very much kind of one of those. Oh, that's pretty funny to poke fun at that whole thing that happened. Because even references like, "Oh, the internet freaked out, hated me, and all this because they saw my teeth and all that." It's like, yep, you kind of got the whole joke there. Oh boy, okay, got this thing. Yeah, it's a little tough here to get this little bit. What? Saying like F to pick up. It must have been. Oh, how would it have been? I don't know where I would have been using it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's that. They dubbed him Ugly Sonic as a whole bit in that. It is a pretty good bit. There, but yeah, they feature a number of characters in there. Some that are directly named and referenced and all that. And others that, listen, because they're not owned by Disney somehow, they just kind of reference them. I don't know how I would get access to this. There we go. I probably have some under stuff to get at. There we go. This is the last bit here, this whole side. I think we will call it for this one. Move over to the last thing here. Okay, there. There we go. Yeah, so I definitely recommend checking out the Chippendale Rescue Ranger movie. There's a really good Seth Rogen joke in there as well. There we go. Let me get this one signal lamp done. There we go. Fun times. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. I kind of want to get to 50%, which I don't think will be hard. Yep, there we go. I told you. Alright, so that's enough of the steam locomotive. I can finish that one on my own time. And the last one is the mini golf course. Make a sparkling finish par for the course. And this one, 575. I don't remember if this one had any money to it. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, did 15 bucks. So obviously they felt like they should give a little bit more up for this stuff. These are different people. Yes, I think the mayor's on this. Here it is, 13th. There's all the text messages from him. They mentioned the 14th. That one, so that must be his son, I guess. Okay, what else do we have here? We got gloves, suits. Yeah, I don't have anything else major because all the equipment I own. One unknown. I have all the washers. I have all the skins here, so that's good. Guess might as well buy some of this stuff. Let's see, that one. Yeah, because I wish they had more fancy colors. Oh well. Oh, I did it again. So yeah, we're on the Prime Vista 3000. I want to say is one of the middle tier ones. I could be wrong. I'd have to look. Okay. Yeah, set in the general vicinity of the other sort of amusement parkish type stuff, but I don't think it's set near them. Oh, they got all these holes too. Which hole is this? You have to clean this to find out. Or is it on this? There it is. There's one, so I assume two. Do we have a ball that we can knock around? Is that something that exists? There's some clubs. This looks like a very big area. The fountain might not be the biggest one then. I thought this wouldn't be like a whole course. So that's two. This is probably three. Should we turn this down? Alright, that comes to four. Okay. Snake here, and then come up through here to number five. And then, oh, you get a little thing to go in there. That's cool. There's six. You kind of want to hit into that or go around. Or wait. That's a little blocked off. That I guess it'd be easy just to hit it right through here and get into here. Yeah, these are probably not properly designed as far as, that's not that far down there, I don't think. Alright, so this is six and seven. Ooh, this is a fun little one. Want to knock it up here and over here. Yeah, this would be a bad mini golf course. Up here, this is number 8. Oh, you're trying to knock it off of this over here? That's neat. This would be 9. That'd be the final one. So I'll knock it through here. Come around here. Up here. Oh! Gnome's in the way. Goes down here. Or well, it hits this and goes through and supposedly over here. And that goes down here into the bucket and you're done. And you walk down here. Yeah, this isn't a very good mini golf course. It's just not. The proportions are off, I assume. I don't think I have a way to go to 3D. Okay, where would I start here? I could probably start with this whole thing. There we go. This probably has plenty of bits to clean. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff. Like, this is more money than the others. Or 50, 300, yep. All right. So there we go. Fun times. Ooh, it's a nasty little bugger there. Was this also the kiosk? No, it's a different. There's maybe one feature I would love to have in this game. Is a thing so I could say like kiosk door frame, hit a button, and it highlights what that is. What all that covers. Yep. So the door frame. This door itself has a door. Yeah, it's a low poly door, but it's not like a main part of this whole thing. So here we go. Let's get this place looking nice. I'm curious to see if this is a good glow up course. This whole thing. It's the castle. I guess. Okay, there's a little bit more there. There we go. 1% done just for this stuff. I should probably get this floor done. That would make sense. There we go. Kind of divide and conquer here. How we doing on time? Okay, we got about another 40 minutes or so. Might cut this a little short depending on... because this is probably longer than I usually play these things. At least without having something else going on. And obviously, stream with you is nice. The way I usually play this is I have, I'd be watching Stranger Things like I was before the stream started. Something else and keeping me occupied. Not all this, but this is maybe not a game that I would play as my only thing I'm doing. There we go. That's looking good. No, I should probably get this arch done. Get these walls here. I guess this is going to be a whole thing. Yep, there we go. This I'm not going to bother with because I'm going to work my way through, chronologically. I'm just starting here with the entrance to get that done. Get her done, as they might say. All right. Now the pillars. So I haven't even been on the outside of this. There we go. Castle mini pots. Alright, what? What else am I missing? Okay, this. There we go. Yeah, this is missing all this junk up here. There we go. There we go. Hey, there we go. Yeah, what else can I look around at here? I guess it's gonna, yep. They're gonna block me off at the, like, food truck here. Oh, look at this. Nice little horse. Okay. Okay. I guess I should do the wall. I feel like that is more of a end thing. So I should probably not bother. This stuff I can do, definitely. Is this going to be the same as all of this? I guess so. Alright. Is this all one thing? Okay. I see. Yeah, I'm not going to go up here and clean that top part, so we'll have to deal with that. I guess at least I don't have to clean up this grassy part. Also, yeah, this ball return is maybe a little more elaborate than it needs to be. It's not how either they'd have their own like situation here where like you finish that and it goes down into like one of this, but it goes somewhere back here where it collects instead of out to here to a physical bucket. But obviously, I'm not building this to be super realistic. Okay, we got the ground done. Bucket cleaned up. On, there we go. Oh boy. It's like, there we go. Got that bucket. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna focus on all this stuff and then do all this when I get done with that. This fence here. Ugh. Guys, a little worn out today. Work does that sometimes. So maybe I'll cut short here in a little bit. Just because I think my energy to keep playing this for an hour and a half is a lot for me. You know, having to sit up instead of reclining in this chair. Be talking and entertaining and all that, you know. Kind of takes it out on me. I'm not what you would call a uh, extrovert. I'm an introvert. I have social anxiety, so this kind of stuff is a little bit of a stress reliever for me in terms of being able to talk about stuff. I think. Okay, that's the wall. Front wall part there. Yeah, let me go around and get this top part done. Just so I don't have to worry about it too much. I can know if I'm cleaning the rest of this. Sometimes I don't know when I swap back and forth. So apologies. Alright, we're at 9% for all that. Oh yeah, the wall. There we go. Make this fence. Okay, I didn't realize those were butterflies. Thought it might have been graffiti or something. Okay. Oh. Did I get the one sides but not the others here? There we go. Okay. Alright, we're in good shape. Okay, that one's done. This one's done. Fence post. I'm gonna guess this side. Butterflies are their own thing. There we go. Is that how much I have total to shop with? Okay. Apologies for hitting that a bunch. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I don't know why I have this in my... What? I just realized what categories I had this filed under. First playthrough, and I was like, this is like my first playthrough of this stuff. Alright. Yeah. Hmm. This is pretty good. So it means it must be over here. There we go. Alright, let's check our fence stuff here. It's all good. Oh, post. It's gonna be this side. It's good. This is not. Yep, I see it. Hmm. Yeah, there's that. This is an awkward position. Of course, my washer is worst position to get it. Hmm. It's not suggesting it's on this side. Is it on this side? Is this a bugged one? It's, this looks pretty clean. Might be something that's bugged or something because of the way that this is all set up. Hmm. That'd be unfortunate to have that be an issue. I could probably double check the the wiki here, see people are mentioning that. Where's it at? Where's it at? Sorry about this, folks. Chat, feedback, and suggestions. This, we got suggestions. Let's see. Feedback, I guess. Yeah, I don't see. Well, yeah, I don't know. Okay. No, I don't think it's in that Discord. Oh well. Let's finish up this first hole and I think we will go. Apologies for that. Just want to check, see if there was some known thing. If not, I might post something in there, post a picture of that. Maybe check the Steam forums. I like this kind of stuff where you get cleaning it from one perspective and you get to see the outline of what's left behind. First hole, Daisy. There we go. From this side, it's where the real grime happens. There we go. All right. This side's nice and filthy. What else have I been playing? Here, there's PowerWash. Uh, I've been playing this game that is, I think, on most of the platforms out there. It's at least on PlayStation and PC. It might also be on Switch. It's called uh, Horatio Goes Snowboarding. From the team that did sec. It's the team that did. Let me just double check and go to its page. I'd rather just name them instead of what else they've done. Oh, it's not them. Doing the legal stuff here. Infinite State Games. Like they made a game called Don't Die, Mr. Robots. As a fun little arcadey kind of game. But as you can guess from the title, it is a game about a weird little dude named Horatio. He happens to go snowboarding, surprisingly enough. It is also kind of a little bit arcadey there. But you're not really doing any tricks, at least at the moment. He's got a couple bits. I've seen them working on this game for a little while. I think it was Steam Early Access or what? It might have been Early Access. There we go. Alright, I got that. Let's get these little decorations done. Not counting these. Is this Excalibur? Cutesy form of Excalibur. It's a little bit of that. But yeah, interesting thing is that it doesn't just start with you snowboarding. The way it kind of works is that you get off whatever in this like town before you go snowboarding, and you have to like cross the streets and dodge cars. Go pick up your snowboard, at least the first time, and that costs like 20 pounds, I think. Like it's all labeled in British currency. Okay, there we go. His underpit's a little dirty. His little tush. His little tushy tush here. Armpits again. There we go. What's up with this stump? There's that. But yeah, Horatio, you need to go and cross the streets. Cross a few streets, you get to a helicopter that then takes you over to the mountain. Then you start going down. Not really doing any tricks. It's more in the what would it be? A good description. It's kind of more slalomy. Maybe like what was the old Windows skateboarding game? Was that not skateboarding? Snowboarding game or skiing? Is that free ski? It's that kind of thing where you're going down, trying to go through the little slalom gates. I think those things are called. If you don't go through them, that's fine. You're just not going to get your full potential for points. But then you're trying to get to the end and do your thing there. And then you finish one run and you come back the next day, do the same thing as far as crossing these streets and doing all that. So looking pretty good. This is starting to glow up. Let me get a screenshot here. especially right there. There we go. We're looking pretty nice. So, oh yeah, I should probably use my money. Get some clothing. It has some gloves, but also has some outfits I can get in. None of the outfits are fancy like some of these gloves are. Like this and little octopus gloves and all that. Black outfit here. I can go here and change this, and you have the donuts, the very ornate looking one. This industrial red looking thing. So I can change my color stuff. Yeah, that works. Now I can't see the gloves as much as I could before, which is a little weird. Thinking that might be a bug. You're able to see the gloves before. It might be dependent on. There we go. If I have another thing on there, extension, then all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, there's my gloves. There's my gloves. Let's see. Super long one. So I'm like, hey, oh, I need the. Like, hey, that's dirty. Let me get that. Let me get that. That's about as far as I can get right down there. That's pretty far. Right over here. That's pretty far. So yeah, that's a PowerWash Simulator. I had enough of this for right now, but it has been one of my favorite games of the past year. I'd probably say the favorite game. My most favorite game. Has to be the better way to say it. Definitely recommend checking it out if you got a PC that can run it pretty well. Luckily, mine can. Especially even during this stream, it's running better than it has in the past. I have it running on, I think, medium settings. Because when I'm streaming, that takes up resources as well. So sometimes graphic stuff have to take a little hit. But I've got some different things going on. I think it's about what a medium has. Maybe a little more towards low or something like that, but here's what it looks like normally, which is a little bit better, like shadows look better, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, nothing too complicated there. But yeah, that is that. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the menu here. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. I'll be streaming tomorrow, about 2, maybe 2 or 3. It depends. Sometimes I don't plan well enough for getting things done before I can stream, and end up having to push it a little bit. But I should be okay for tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you everybody that tunes in, that watches this on the YouTubes, all that stuff. We archive everything we stream. We got some fun stuff coming up here in the next couple of weeks. The Summer Games Fest is going to be happening. I believe we will be streaming some of those events there. At least the Microsoft and the main one. They haven't really announced too much else. And PC Gamers doing their little PC showcase thing. That's actually looks like it might have some fun stuff there. Like Nintendo hasn't announced anything. Sony hasn't announced anything. Your typical publishers that had E3 showcases like Ubisoft, EA, and who else? Bethesda had their own, but they're part of the Xbox One. Now I'm wondering who else. Oh, I was literally just watching some Ubisoft, Nintendo, Square Enix has them on occasion. Or they just sold off one of their three of their big companies, so that's probably not going to happen. I don't know. We're in a weird place. Like Ubisoft probably would just keep to Summer Games Fest, announce their one or two things there. I assume the next Assassin's Creed will get formally debuted at there, so we'll see. But thank you, everybody. Have a good one. See you next time, and have a good weekend. Stay safe. It is very hot in most of the United States here. Though there are places that are bordering on snow, so wild stuff happening. But where are you at? Stay hydrated. Plenty of water if you're in a place that's going to be around 90 or higher this weekend. And yeah, do be safe. Have a good one.